Today is all about one thing: what you can make with chicken and the stuff that's in your pantry. We're calling today Corona Munchies. Wait, that's not right. We're calling today Corona Eating. We're calling today Corona Pantry. We're calling today whatever the f you've got, you're gonna use. It's a strange time. Doesn't matter where you are. You could be here, you could be in Italy, you could be in France, England, New Zealand, Wuhan, China. It's a strange freaking time. We haven't yet here in at least San Diego, California, and certainly not while we're shooting this, been hit with the shelter in place moment. But there is no question. This virus is touching all of us. And it will literally take all of us to figure this out and make it go away. That being said, we're not here to be a bummer. We're here to entertain, but right now, more importantly, here to show you things that you can make with stuff that you may already have in your pantry. And if you don't already have it in your pantry, you can go get it and you can pull this stuff off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're all in. This is all predicated on you having chicken / and or turkey, which, by the way, I saw in the store the other day. I went for some chicken. There was very little, but there were frozen turkeys. Get a frozen effing turkey. Let it defrost. Turn it into all this stuff. You can do it. We can do this. I couldn't find a whole chicken, but I did find chicken thighs, chicken parts. It wouldn't matter if these were breasts or thighs or legs or whatever. You just need to get them, you need to cook them, and then they can become all these amazing things. This is my list. I've got 8 things. There may be more by the time I'm done. But we want to give you as much useful information as we can. We're not trying to be, we're not the government. We're not the CDC. We're none of that. We're food people. We're food people, Max. And we just want to tell you what the hell you can do at home to eat a little more interestingly while you're sheltering in place. First up, we cut our chicken. Then it can become one of all of these delicious things that will follow. Go. So we take a piece of chicken. Sorry. Chicken thigh, bone. We cut off the sides. And yes, look, you can get this part here too. We want all of this. And then you've got this gorgeous chicken right here. And by the way, there's no skin on this. I took the skin off before I cooked it. I put this in a 350 oven, having only received some seasoning. Salt, pepper. I use za'atar. It's a Mediterranean thing that you could use. But just do this to the rest. You've got these gorgeous pieces. I think I cooked them for about 40 minutes till they were about 160, 165, and 160, 165, perfect. Oh my God. Look, use whatever seasoning you want. Kosher salt, pepper, garlic powder, za'atar seasoning, Mediterranean seasoning, Italian seasoning out of a jar. It doesn't matter. Just chicken breasts, chicken breasts, chicken thighs, whatever you've got. Just throw all the shit in and you'll be fine. So cut up a whole bunch and then we can begin. So the goal of today is to pull most of the shit out of my pantry. And you can see I've got a bunch of cans and things and all of this, right? There's even mashed potatoes that come in a bag. I think you're going to be happy with the results though. Number 1, we're starting off with a chicken noodle wonton soup. Oh, Sam, how can that be? Well, it can be because, well, you saw us cut up chicken and we're using noodles from the pantry in a form of the ramen packet, and frozen wontons. Look, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The Western supermarkets right now are crazy overrun. What's not necessarily that crazy are the Asian markets or the frozen section in the Western markets that have things like wontons. So we begin with some chicken broth on the heat, and we're going to add the following. Some white, yellow, red onion, whatever you've got. And in these days, it literally is whatever you've got. Some garlic. Like that. Let's not do that again. I blame that on chance. Sorry, I was looking at his dreamy eyes. I couldn't help myself. We had some garlic. We had some sliced gingers, some big fat slices. And they go. We're going to add our wontons. These happen to be pork and vegetable, any kind you have. Shrimp, pork, chive, green onion, doesn't matter. Small handful goes in. Okay, I love them, so I put a few more in. We need a little soy. We'll throw that in. And some noodle, and I'm using, boom, some packaged ramen noodle that goes like this. Oh, my bad. Sorry. So we'll just take this piece, we'll crunch it, we'll go in here, and we'll dig in. Find another piece or two, mix. Let this whole thing start to do this beautifulness. One fresh vegetable that will go in will be green onion. Do you know what's missing, Max?
Chicken.
Chicken. Now we just let it do its thing for 10-ish, 15-ish minutes. Once it comes to a simmer, and then we eat it. And when we eat it, it's this amazing. And for our second chicken pantry coronavirus dish, we have packaged mac and cheese, canned chili, and wait till you see how they become one amazing thing, which is this. The mac goes in, the little cheese packet goes in. I know this seems a bit crazy. And we mix. It's a temporary mix. It's not a full mix. And then it gets some of the chili. We mix that. Oh my God, I love this. A little more cheese. Look, you've got it. You know it's in your fridge. Come on. Let's just make this great. Here's what I say. Let's make macaroni and chili and cheese great again. And then some green onion, because I'm insane about it. And the last thing, Max, what would that be? Chicken.
Chicken.
Just like that. And we mix once more for a final mix. Oh, shit. And because I can, I'm going to go with just a tiny bit more chili powder. We'll mix this up. And then put it in something presentable. Like a little iron pot. I don't know what these are called. Here we go. Macaroni and cheese and chili and green onion and chili powder. Party of one. Packaged mac from the pantry. Chili, no beans, from the pantry. Yes, green onion and what's this other thing? Cheese from the fridge. But you do have a fridge. You're allowed to have a few things in there. Holy f***. I'm not kidding. This episode should be called Corona Munchies, which might be disrespectful considering everything that's going on, but Damn it. Ready for number 3? Here we go. And when your broth is beautiful and gorgeous and the wontons delicate and ready, let's have it. Let's put some in our bowl. Wow, the noodles, the wontons, the chicken, the broth, even a little extra green onion, because how am I not going to do that? And we marvel at the gorgeousness of the whole thing. Pantry mostly, or freezer. I mean, come on. You got to be happy with this. I don't know where you are, what part of the world you're in, but this delicious broth, made simply with only a handful of ingredients, has got to make you happy, because it makes me happy. It's going to be hot. See the steam? I can handle it. It's not that I can't handle it, because of course I can. Oh my God. Ginger, right there in front. Garlic, the wonton, the broth, the craziness of the whole thing. A handful of whatever kind of wontons you've got. Shrimp, and pork, vegetable, chicken. Who gives a shit? Throw them in. Look, in this day, your supermarket might be out of toilet paper for some unknown reason, but they're going to have these, and if they don't, your closest local Asian market is going to have wontons. And they make this over the top. Next up, teriyaki chicken ramen. So ramen comes out of the pantry, the sauce comes out of the pantry, the chicken, of course we made, some green onion and onion. It's pretty simple. A wok and pretty much you're there. We start with a little avocado oil. We follow that up with some onion, which you can still get. There are definitely onions in the stores these days. Give them a little love. 2 or 3 minutes of softening won't be a bad thing for them. Wasn't meant to go in. And when the onions have softened a bit, we give them a little garlic, like this, a tad more avocado oil. And when the garlic is super fragrant, after about 45 seconds, Chance, what do?
We add the chicken.
We add the chicken. We sure do. We stir, we let it get hot. And then the fun part is, Max?
The noodles.
The ramen, right. Straight out of the pantry. Cooked. Oh yeah, sorry.
Straight out of the pantry was just a little confusing.
Straight out of the pantry meant they came straight out of the pantry and then they went straight into a pot, they boiled. We're not using their little packet of powder.
We're just using them for their noodles.
We're using them for their noodles. This will heat through. Look, it's about the most boring f***ing thing you've ever seen right now. But just wait about 1 minute. And when the noodles are hot and the chicken is hot, we put in some sauce. I'm using a black pepper sauce. I could use teriyaki, I could use a thick soy, I could use anything, but the black pepper, look, go to your pantry, whatever you have.
Stir-fry sauce.
Stir-fry sauce, exactly. Mix it around. Gorgeous. Let it start to do its thing a bit. Ready for two more things, Max?
Ready.
Some green onion. Of course, no surprise there. And a big handful of chow mein noodles. Okay, 2 big handfuls of chow mein noodles. And we mix. You hear them? This is gonna just do the best thing to this. Come on, into the bowl, let's go. And we're done. Look at that. Oh my God, come on. That's too much. Is it too much? Let's do a little more crispy chow mein noodle on top. Some more green onion.
7 pounds of green onion on top of that.
Shut up, it's not 7 fucking pounds. It's what it is.
That looks like just a bowl of green onion.
No, okay, look, here, how's that? Is that better? I need some chopsticks. Stand by. And look. Oh, come on, man. I'm eating this big out of a fucking pantry? Oh my God. Like, oh my God. The steam. Oh, the smell of the... Okay. I don't know what you're going to use. I don't know what's in your pantry, but get something that's black pepper because it's so good. But also get these crispy chow mein noodles.
That used to be one of my staples with steak in college. I'd get a New York steak, dice it up, do the same thing with the chicken, and make that.
Speaking of Max, people say to me all the time, can Max be on camera more? We'd like to see Max. What does Max look like? What does Max look like? You know, he's a little shy. Doesn't really want to come on camera. So I got a couple pictures of Max in my back pocket. Ready for Max? That's what Max looks like. Ready for this one? Boom. What do you think? That's Max. You want Max? You got Max. Here he is. This is what Max looks like. This is the sweet you. This is the sweeter you. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, one more bite of this deliciousness, which you have to make right now. Next up, we're making what I call Sam pockets. Wait, we take pastry dough, like pie dough. We fill them with, of course, chicken because that's our protein of choice. Barbecue sauce, cheese, green onion. We turn them into little empanada-like things. When the chicken and cheese are on the dough, wet the edge all the way around. Fold the top over. Seal well with your finger or a fork. Honestly, I think a finger is more interesting. You put a couple of little air vents in each. They get a little egg wash. A beaten egg with a little water. And if I could have found my brush, I would have used it, but I can't. But since this is the new apocalypse, we go with what we've got, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, what we've got is our fingers. They go onto a parchment-covered baking sheets, and unfortunately, this is all the parchment. This is all the parchment paper I have. But I think I can make it work. We'll go like this. Parchment. Look, we can do this. It's all about reinventing how you do things in this new age, isn't it? And this is what we've got. My oven's on at 350. These guys will go in for maybe, 20 to 30 minutes until they're brown, gorgeous, and beautiful. And then we'll eat them. Here we go. Look at these guys now. Fuck. Shit, fuck. Don't use a wet towel, ladies and gentlemen, with a hot thing, because it'll burn you. Mother effer. But what's amazing is that these were made with, yes, okay, so pie dough from the store, you could make your own, but then the chicken that we had and cheese and barbecue sauce, that's it. That's it. So my favorite part about this, honestly, is the pastry dough, the pie dough. I could put almost anything in this and be happy. Flaky as F. A little tangy. Please change up your stuff. That's really what we're trying to say here. One ingredient, chicken, becomes 5 different things. Chicken tacos. You got the chicken. You've got the chicken. We made it. I assume you're going to have refried beans. Please have refried beans at home. And cheese. And then some kind of hot sauce and you can make these. Cool? Cool. Refried beans go in a little pot. There's cheese, there's chicken, and you're eating large. Open these. Sorry. Open these. Damn it. Open these. And the crazy thing is that this can of refried beans is good until about 2022. So just get it going and you'll be fine. And in we go. It's not that sexy, but it becomes sexy very quickly. Just let it warm up. You give it about 2 minutes and then watch how beautiful it becomes. And when the refried beans are soft and gorgeous, like this, we're ready to move on. And that would be tortillas next. And right above them, a little oil, avocado of course, and our chicken. So we're doing 2 things simultaneously. We're cooking our chicken. And by cooking, I mean warming it up. And our tortillas are getting color. And a little cheese on top. And we're almost there. We'll add some refried beans to our tortillas. Like that, like that. We'll spread them out a bit. Beautiful. Now they get some chicken. It's going to be so good. We'll take these off. We'll put them on the cutting board. 1 and 2. Tiny bit more cheese. A little green onion, because we can and because I must. And a little hot sauce, and I'm using Cholula. Cholula from the pantry. Refried beans from the pantry. Cheese from the fridge, tortillas from the fridge, but the chicken you've already made, so we're all good. And a taco bites with the refried beans, the melty cheese, the chicken, and the green onion, and the hot sauce. It's going to taste like this. It's just so happy, just smelling. We may not have access to a lot of stuff, but this is not a lot of stuff. This is just straight delicious. I fucking hate my glasses. God. Yeah, you should. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's just, it's all good. And this can be okay. We're going to do a couple live things, just like let's talk. You want to ask questions about cooking, about utensils, about what you should have in your pantry, what makes sense. We're going to do that. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel, my Instagram, and we'll tell you when we're going to do it, and we'll do that. Because I feel like people like to talk. Make good food. It doesn't have to be complicated. A lot of us are starting to have to be at home. So use what you've got. Figure it out. If you don't know, just try it. The worst thing that happens is you make something that's not perfect. You know, you still get to eat it. In this time, we're all here with each other. And these.